Apparently recently Fable 4 rumours have begun to circulate, supposedly in this leak that was posted on Reddit, was it? Now they're pretty interesting rumours, but please do bear in mind that they are just rumours, so take it all with a pinch of salt. I do stress that people bear in mind that these are the kinds of things that anybody can post, anybody can put up, and therefore it could mean absolutely nothing. But considering the nature of Fable, I wouldn't imagine that people would expect a fake leak to take flight. However, the dilemma there is, that might be exactly why a fake leak would. So regardless of whether or not it's real, why don't we take a look at this rumoured information. So first of all, it addresses that a video has gone, but they snagged a screenshot of the information of the leaked game. Now, I don't know what that video was, or whether or not it even existed, but this is what we've got now. First point is that the game will apparently feature first and third person, meaning that you could probably adjust it to your playstyle. If you want to play in first person, you can do that. I know a lot of people probably would rather play in third person, but if you do want to choose first, it's there as well, so plenty of variety to appeal to a wider audience of players. I know it sounds like a small thing, but it makes a certain kind of sense when you think about it. The next point is an in-depth character creator, which I can definitely believe considering what Fable was. A character creator seems like something Fable 3 especially was missing. As Fable is a franchise built on its atmosphere, the protagonist doesn't necessarily need to be centre stage in this game. I'd imagine it'll just be adjusting the physical appearance of your character, male, female, how they look, etc, etc. Then of course you'll have like your classes and things like that, maybe, who knows. And all in all, it'll probably affect your style of play, but I wouldn't imagine it would have too much of an impact on the story. Apparently the world will be completely open. Now, in Fable 3, the world was split into sections that you could travel to, but you couldn't really go anywhere in between, meaning there were little world spaces that you could go. However, I'd imagine this means that the world is going to be completely seamless, so you can go from any place to any place without having to see a loading screen at all, which is honestly something that would be greatly appreciated in Fable. Apparently there'll be no guns. Now, the thing about the Fable games so far is that they've all mirrored historical time periods, most notably being the Industrial Revolution in Fable 3. Albeit very loosely, it's still highly fantasy based, isn't it? Maybe Fable 4 will see us explore a more traditional fantasy setting where guns haven't really been invented. Apparently you can ignore the main quest and never become a hero. Now of course you can ignore the main quest in any game, you just have to not do it. So maybe there's like some alternative quest line for people who want to be evil, or maybe there are just things that you can do in the world that you don't necessarily have to do the main quest to take part in, and things like that, and essentially the moment you dropped in the world, it's your playground and you can do whatever you want. I'd imagine that's most likely what this means. Apparently players can build towns, which is quite important apparently. If you get the bad ending, which I'd imagine results in loads of places being destroyed by the sounds of it. Maybe it's just me, but that does sound like a step too ambitious. I wonder how they'd regulate that so that you don't crash the game and all that. I don't know. But considering the property tycoon feature in Fable 3 where you can essentially buy loads of places and rent them out, it does seem like it's built off of that system. Apparently the game will also feature multiplayer, which I'd imagine being like the co-op, which was in Fable 3. I do believe it was actually in Fable 2 as well. And it was also a lot of fun, so I'd imagine that's probably going to make a return in Fable 4. What else they could do with the multiplayer, I don't even know. Apparently the game will also be in the Unreal Engine. If you don't know, the Unreal Engine is a game engine which was developed by Epic Games. You might not know them for being responsible for this, because you're probably too busy being caught up with the fact that they're probably responsible for something as bad as genocide. But the Unreal Engine is solid, so Fable 4 being in that engine is by no means a bad thing. Now these rumours end with a big paragraph for us that reads, Albion and Aurora are gone. If you don't know, those are the lands that have been featured in the Fable games up until now, I do believe. Lands reduced to fables. The Spire was rebuilt and used by a Mad King to wish that an asteroid would strike the planet. He also wished it would happen again in the far future. Eons later and everything is new, medieval themed, which kind of plays into the no guns thing from before. Apparently the game will feature new continents, which kind of makes sense considering the lands in which the original 3 Fable games were set has been destroyed apparently. And the story has you try to stop the destruction of the planet again. Theresa and a Heroes Guild are preserved on another planet via a demon door. time travel is heavily involved in the play, Jack of Blades returns. Now, if you don't know, Teresa is like a blind oracle sort of thing who serves as the narrator of the Fable games. So her returning to Fable would be a no-brainer and would make perfect sense anyway. And of course, this is the Jack of Blades, which I do believe has more to do with the mask than the character wearing it. However, the hero of Oakville did destroy the mask. But then again, I don't know too much about that. I'm not stupidly deep in Fable lore, I just love the Fable games. At the same time, the supposed rumour does state that time travel is heavily involved in the play, so maybe that's how the Jack of Blades returns. So those are all the details in this supposed rumour that's just appeared out of nowhere, really. We don't know whether it's real or fake, but in the end of the day, the question is, would anybody have bothered to fake a Fable leak? And would anybody care about a fake leak? Or maybe because nobody cares about fake leaks because they don't seem to happen with Fable, it would be the perfect time to make a fake leak because everybody would believe it. So you're going to have to let me know what you think on that one, but do take it all with a pinch of salt because none of it is confirmed and anybody could have said any of this. But who knows, maybe we'll find out something soon, hopefully anyways, but until then I guess that's all there is to talk about. I think from the sounds of it, it would sound cool to be a Fable game, and it would be a good idea for a way to reboot Fable, which would be ideal considering the change of hands in development since Lionhead Studios has been shut down. Whether I think it's real or fake though is completely irrelevant at this point as we're quite early on. We'll just have to wait and see. Maybe we'll hear something at E3, maybe we won't, maybe we'll have to wait years, who knows. But anyways, let me know what you think. Thank you all for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed. Be sure to go ahead, leave a like, subscribe, share the channel with your friends and all that wonderful stuff. And I'll see you all very soon with another video at some point.